biggest powerhouse pen waters of Soul Advantage Mobile Notary and Maryland Coins Notary Show, where we explore cash opportunities and notarial services and bring you some of the movers and shakers in our industry. And they mostly live right here in Maryland. So today's mover and shaker is Danielle Mills of Chartered Ink Signing. So Danielle, take it away.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again too. So Pam and I had a brief conversation, and I just thought it might be helpful for you guys, whether you're new, whether you have your license or not, or whether you've already been doing this for a while, just to get some background on, as a signing service owner, mistakes we see, things we look for when we're wanting to add notaries to our pre-approved list, things that will get you blacklisted from being on someone's list and things like that, just to give you some background that most people don't have, because 9 times out of 10, you'll probably never get to speak to an owner of a signing service, but you'll get to speak to the schedulers and the processors and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So first thing is, what signing service? So I'll speak about signing services in general, but then I'll also speak about mine, because all signing services are not created equal, right? So all doctors are not good, all attorneys are not good, all signing services are not good. And in your career, you'll learn quickly who you don't want to work with. So overall, signing services want signing agents that have really great customer service, they're flexible, and they're patient. Those are probably the top 3 things across the board, but they are definitely our top 3 things. Patience, because things shift and change very quickly with one order. And everybody involved has to have patience with that. It could be something as simple as you have an appointment at 2 o'clock and it's 12 o'clock and you don't have docs yet. Well, we don't have them either. So that's a misconception. Some people think the signing service, we're like hoarding some docs because we don't want to send them to you, and that is not the case.
That's true.
The lender controls everything. The lender controls everything, because until they release those docs to the title company, nobody can do anything. The title company can't do what they do. We can't do what we do, and you can't do what you do. So if there's any delays, just know that, for one, it's the nature of the business. Like, this is what you signed up for. Not saying it's always going to be delays, but just have patience with the process, because there will be delays. Nobody moves until the lender does. So when you're waiting for docs, so are we, so is the title company. Everybody's waiting on the lender.
So and that's one of the biggest complaints. That's one of the biggest complaints I have heard, Danielle, is that, oh my God, I got 30 minutes to get to my signing and I don't have my documents.
Yeah.
So they think that the signing company is the holdup.
And we are not. We are not. I'm trying to think, because I want to speak about us, but then just signing services in general. The only time that I can think of that a signing service is the holdup is if they're just backed up with, maybe the docs were sent to them and they just have so many docs coming in, they just haven't gotten to them yet. But we're not intentionally holding on to docs. We don't, like, there's no benefit or anything for any signing service to ever do that. They may just be backed up. But at the end of the day, it's the lender. Everybody's held up because of the lender. So we just appreciate patience. Flexibility, because, okay, I have this 2 o'clock appointment and it's 1 o'clock and I don't have docs. And now they're coming saying, oh, okay, it won't be ready at 2. Can you do 4? Or can you do 5? And of course, if it fits your schedule, then yes, you can. And if you can't, you can't, no big deal. But that flexibility is appreciated. And sometimes, at least what we do is we'll say, well, it's not happening at 2. What time can you do this later today? And then we'll go back to the title company and say, well, we can still do it, but he or she can't do it until 6. So that's how we operate. Some other signing services will just unassign you and find somebody else. But we try to work with the one that was the original, person on the order to begin with. And then customer service. So here's the thing. I think what a lot of signing agents miss is the person that we meet with you're the only you're the only person that they see. They never see their lender. They never see anybody from the title company. It's us. So we're the first in-person impression and the last impression. So if you are not giving good customer service, for one, you're making the lender and the title company and the signing service all look bad. Number two, some signing agents are under the impression that nobody's going to find out about it. But what happens is some lenders, most lenders and title companies have a person dedicated to following up on these appointments. So if you gave bad customer service and you're at somebody's house doing a refi and you think no one's going to find out about it, 9 times out of 10, they will.
I know.
If you show up in jeans and flip-flops and a ripped shirt and a baseball cap, if that's how, first let me say this, if that's how you choose to run your business, that's fine. However, these lenders and title companies, and we're going to find out, and we don't want that representation. Like when we go to the table, we're representing, if it's coming from a signing service, we're representing 3 people, the signing service, the title company, and the lender. We're representing all 3 of those people. So you want to be as professional as possible, give great customer service, because that too gets back. And then they're like, oh, send Pam again because she was great. Put Pam on the preferred list because she was great. This is how you start to build relationships with people that you'll never see, because they're giving the feedback to the lender and the title company. So just keep in mind, don't think that just because you're going to somebody's house or Panera or wherever you're meeting them for a refi and the lender's not there and the title company's nobody's there, those things get back. The good and the bad get back. So that's what I wanted to touch on as far as like customer service, patience, and flexibility. Anybody have any questions about that part so far? Okay.
Well, I had a comment. So I know that some people are new to that customer service thing. So are you going to be having training specifically on that? And if so, I will help you, because a lot of people don't know how to present themselves. I know that might sound bad.
That is true. You're right. I'd be happy to work with you on that. And we'll do that. Like we'll schedule that. Yep, I'd be happy to work with you on that. Because you're right. Some people don't know, and maybe everybody's definition of customer service might be different. And then there are those that really don't know.
Right.
Just off the top.
Yeah, train them how you want to project yourself, how you want the brand to be seen.
Yes, I would be happy to do that with you. Just off top, for one, being on time. Be on time. Like, be early. Coming late is not professional and it's not good customer service. Be pleasant no matter what's going on at the table, because we don't know what's going on with the people that we meet. I personally can say that I've met the best people. I don't believe I've ever had more than maybe 3 appointments where the people might have been a little funky, but of course it had nothing to do with me. It's just, we don't know what's going on in these people's lives. But just still try to be pleasant throughout the whole thing, smile, just general saying, thank you, being patient with them. If, they're having, whatever's going on in their house, like maybe, for example, they got kids and they got to try to sign and get the kids, just have patience, be understanding, stuff like that, just general as far as customer service goes. And just be business casual. I'm not saying you got to wear a suit and tie or, your Sunday best, nothing like that, but just business casual. Just don't show up like you're about to go to a cookout or to the beach, because that's not going to go over well. It's not going to go over well. So the other thing I wanted to touch on was, and everything that I share is just a suggestion, right? You're going to run your business the way you want to run your business. I'm just giving you suggestions. Take what you want, leave the rest. I'm giving you suggestions as a signing agent myself. This is my livelihood. It's what I do for a living, but now my husband and I also own a signing service. Signing services nor title companies, if you branch out and go direct, get business from title companies, they frown upon what I call nickel and diming them. So let's just say the order went out and it was $100 and you said, okay. And then you got the documents and it was 200 pages. And now you want more money, right? They frown upon that because nobody knows how many pages it's gonna be. Only the lender knows, and nobody shares that. Nobody, I don't know, nobody knows how many pages it's gonna be until you see the docs. But just stay true to your word. Like, you accepted this refinance for $100. It shouldn't matter if it's 100 pages or 200 pages. And when you come back and say, oh, now it's 200 pages, can I have another $20? That doesn't look good to the signing service. The signing service doesn't look at that as a good thing, and neither will the title company. What a lot of people don't know is oftentimes, let me kind of sidebar for a second. So some signing services will give you a print fee and a trip fee. If you printed, you made the trip, you got there and it didn't happen. But know that that money is not coming from the title company or the lender. That's the signing service eating that. So some signing services can, like especially the real big ones, and some of them just can't. It's not that we don't want to. We really might not just have it. Now, sometimes you can go back to the title company and ask for it. But as a signing service owner, we're trying to build a relationship with this title company, and we're not trying to nickel and dime them either, right? So if you accept an appointment for whatever the fee is, regardless of the number of pages, just follow through, because signing services and title companies, we pay attention to that stuff and we remember those things. And those that came back and asked for more money, we remember that too. We're not reaching out to them. They're not going to be the first on our list that we reach out to next time. We might omit them from the notification that goes out because of that. But if you, like I said, you printed the docs, you made the trip, you showed up, and for whatever reason had nothing to do with you, it didn't happen. No matter who the signing service is, it doesn't hurt to ask for a print fee and a trip fee. I'd say 8 times out of 10, you probably will get it. You probably will get it. It doesn't hurt to ask. It's not like out of place to ask for it. But in the event the signing service isn't able to do it, or I'm making this up, you're asking for 50 and they're like, we can do 35 or 40, would that be okay? Just say okay. Like, the more flexible and agreeable you are, it really does go a long way. And we really do remember those things. And we make notes, like we're on the back end, we can make notes on your account of the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that. And the more flexible and agreeable you are, the easier and the quicker it is for you to get on a signing services approved list, because all signing services have an approved list and you want to be on it. So if you're already working with signing services, or when you start, ask them, what do I need to do to get on your approved list? Just ask, what do I need? Because they're not necessarily going to come out and tell you. Just ask me, what do I need? You have an approved list. What do I need to do to get on your approved list? So the approved list means when an order comes in, it only goes out to the approved list first. And then only if no one on our approved list is available, do we send it out to the general public. And then sometimes we have very specific people, like there's a specific guy in New York that we love. So whenever we get something in New York, we just contact him directly first. And only if he's not available does it go out to everyone else. So just ask signing services, what do I need to do to get on your approved list? And whatever they say to do, just do it. So then your opportunities are going to be more than someone that's not on their approved list. What will get you blacklisted? So let me say this: signing services, title companies, lenders, we all have access to the platforms that you guys have your profiles on. Any one of us can add good or bad feedback to your profile. And all of us see it. You will never see it. You will never know you have negative feedback. You'll never see it. It's just, the profile is just not set up that way. But how you might know that you have some negative feedback is if all of a sudden it just seemed like the notifications slowed down, they're not as often, or the notifications you're getting are like really low ball, you probably have some feedback on there that's not favorable. That's why your phone's not buzzing as much. Your phone's not ringing as much. And when and if it does, you're like the last resort, and they're gonna try to get you to do the job for a less amount of money because of whatever that feedback is.
So Danielle, how would a person know how to improve themselves if they don't receive the constructive criticism that's been put on the blacklist?
That's a great question. So with Charter, I can only speak for Charter. We work with our signing agents. We want you to be great, not just for our appointments. We want you to be great, period. Because the better you are, the more money you're going to make, the more opportunities you have, not just with us, with everybody. So if you mess something up with us, it's actually going to be me. I'm going to call you and we're going to have a conversation, because I don't want you to do that again. Like I need to understand what happened, why it happened, why you thought that was okay, and try to help you. I'm not that person that just puts the bad feedback on there and that's it. Now, the only time I will do that is if you just didn't show up and my schedulers called you, they text you, they emailed you, they left you messages, you never returned anything and you just didn't show up, you're getting blacklisted, because I can't use you. Like this is my business. This is the relationship I have with the title company. I just can't. And if that happens, you're blacklisted from Charter. Now, blacklist is just that company, not blacklist across the board. So anybody that Charter Inc. has blacklisted, you're not blacklisted with everybody. You're just, Charter Inc. can never use you again.
Okay.
Now, your question, now with other signing services, because you'll never know if they put bad feedback on your profile, there's no way for you to improve, to even know really what and how to correct it. You know what I mean? But with us, I want everybody to win. So if you mess up with us, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna have a conversation about it, and we're gonna work it out so that you don't make that mistake again, or that you don't do that again. Go ahead.
Good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
This is D'Angela.
Yeah.
Being a newbie and trying to get jobs and they're just not coming through, could it be something on my profile preventing that?
Not if you're a newbie. Unless, like, so here's something that will like kill your career if you just don't show up for an appointment. Like you accepted it, you didn't show up, you didn't respond to anybody. Now sometimes things happen. One time we had a person didn't show up, she was in a car accident. So that, of course that's different. But if you just don't show up and you don't respond to anybody, that will get you blacklisted, period, end story. I don't care who the signing service is. But if you're new, I can't think of anything. You're probably too new to even have any feedback. Some people don't have any feedback. Like I don't have any feedback, good, bad, or indifferent, which I'm fine with. So basically, are you saying you're not getting that many opportunities coming your way?
I'm not getting, well, I haven't gotten any opportunities. I've signed up with the list of 35 signing services.
Okay.
I've even done SnapDocs. I haven't done anything. And even, what is it, signing order. Signingorder.com.
Yeah, that's what we use.
I'll go on there and look, and I'll see jobs in my area with the plus sign, and I say I'm available. Nothing happens, and it's like I don't want to be frustrated, but I'm wondering why. So I've looked over my profile several times. I'm SnapDocs verified.
What area do you live in?
I live.
Or what area do you cover? Because it doesn't matter where you live. What area do you cover?
Well, that's another thing I don't know how to say. I'm in Upper Marlboro, so.
So do you cover PG County?
I am in PG County, and I'm willing to do all the surrounding counties, but nothing is happening. And I'm so excited about doing this. It's like, I'm waiting something, please.
Okay, so you're not getting any notifications.
I have not gotten not a one.
No, something's not right with that, because you should be. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get every, it comes through and you say yes, but you should be receiving them in order to say yes or no. So you're saying you're not getting any.
Unless I go actually into signing orders and see those,
Okay.
Then that's when I try. But to actually get notification
Okay.
from other companies, no. I'll take that back. I got one, but they wanted me to go 75 miles away.
Okay.
And of course, I had to turn that down.
Right.
But other than that, I've not gotten anything else.
Okay. So I'm not quite sure why not, but what I'm going to suggest to you is, so those signing services that the 35 that you signed up with, do they have a contact person, email, or telephone number? Because I was going to get to this part, but I'll talk about it now since you brought this up.
That was going to be my project tomorrow, because I went according to the list that was listed on our
On the page.
other Facebook page in the files. I
Okay.
got that list, and I went into each individual website, and of course they were attached to signing order, but I have not directly contacted anyone yet. That was my next project.
So I'll talk about this now, what I was going to say. So what I do every single week, every single Monday without fail, because I'm not 100% direct. I still work for certain signing services myself, just like a handful. But let me say, when I first started, I did everything. I worked for everybody because I just wanted to get the experience and everything. Every single Monday, I either email or call the signing services.
Okay.
So this is a ninja move. You call or email the signing service and you say, hey, this is Danielle. How are you? Oh, did somebody say something? Sorry.
Go ahead, Danielle.
This is Danielle, just calling to see what appointments I can help you out with this week. Don't say, do you have any appointments? Because all of them have appointments. Don't say, do you have? Say, what appointments? What appointments can I help you out with this week? The key to it is, though, you have to be consistent with it. I choose to do Mondays. You could do Fridays to prepare yourself for what can I take care of for you next week? But no matter what day you choose, like anything, consistency is key. You're trying to lose weight, you got to be consistent, right? It's consistent. You can't be consistent for 6 weeks and then stop. Like, I have been doing this, no lie, I have been doing this consistently for over a year. I do not miss a Monday. If I know my Monday's like really busy or whatever, I'll do it on Friday for the following week. But over a year, I have been doing this consistently. They have to see your consistency. They start to expect your call or your email every Monday. Because one time I switched it up on a Friday. So some of them didn't hear from me on Monday, and they sent me a mail like, hey, are you okay? We can get your email. Like, it gets to that point, they're looking for you. So do that. Don't wait for the notifications to come for you. Don't wait for them to look for you. You reach out to them. This is one of the reasons why my business is successful, because I consistently email and or call every single week, and I've been doing it for over a year. It doesn't matter how busy I am. I don't stop doing that. I do it every single Monday without fail.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They'll get to know you. They'll see your consistency. They'll see you're serious. They'll see you're hungry, and then that means something to them. And they're like, let me call Danielle right quick. They may not have anything for you right then, but you're going to be surprised. Sometimes they will, but they might not have anything for you right then. But the whole point of this whole thing is you want to stay top of mind. You want to stay top of mind with them. So when something does come across their desk, they're like, oh, let me call D'Angela right quick. Oh, let me text her and see if she's available before they send out that mass. So that's what we do. We send out a mass text message. It doesn't just go, well, it goes to, for us, it goes to the approved people first, and then it goes out to everybody. You want them to call you first before they send that out. And they will if you're consistently calling them saying, I'm available. What can I help you with? You have to, what can I do for you? Right? It's not like, give me appointments, give me money. What can I do for you? What can I take off your plate this week? And I'll say that sometimes. I'm like, hey, Melissa, it's Danielle. What can I take off your plate this week? What do you have for me in Frederick or any, whatever area? And then she'll say, hold on, let me check. And I'm on hold, she's checking, and she's like, I don't have anything now, but I got you, or I'll keep you in mind. And they really do.
Okay.
Other than that, the other ninja move is so sometimes you'll get a phone call. It won't be a text message or an email. You'll get a phone call. It coming from Charter Inc., right? So, hey, D'Angela, this is Danielle, Charter Inc. Signings. How are you? And you'll say you're fine. Are you available for a refinance in Upper Marlboro Friday at 3? And you're not. But don't just tell me you're not. Say, unfortunately, I'm not available for that. But is there anything else I can help you with? Do you have anything else coming up? Like you have the person on the phone, like you got a live person. You want to try to build a relationship with that person. So don't just, don't just say, oh no, sorry, I'm not available. Okay, and you hang up the phone. You just missed an opportunity to build a relationship with the person that called you that can feed you, that can feed you appointments. So whenever anybody gets a phone call from any signing service, whether you can take that appointment or not, what else can I help you with? What else do you have in my area? I'm open Friday right now. Anything I can help you with Friday? You got to build this relationship. Don't just let those phones, don't just say, no, I'm not available and hang up the phone. Or it could be, I'm not available at 3, but is there any flexibility? Because I could do 6. That lets them know you're flexible. You see what I'm saying? You got to build these relationships with these people when they call you while you have them on the phone. That's a missed opportunity if we just say, no, sorry, I'm not available and hang up.
That was a good one.
And when that person calls you, you now add them to your list because you're not going to wait for them to call you back. You just add them to your list. They're going to hear from you on Monday or whatever day you choose. That's how you build relationships and have consistency in your income and your phone calls and your opportunities for appointments. You can't wait for them to call you or reach out to you. If you have some contact information, don't wait for them to contact you. And you have some contact information. And sometimes contact information is easily available via websites. And just call them, because here's the thing, everybody's not doing that. Everybody's not doing that, right? So you need to stand out, and that's how you will stand out. They'll probably be kind of surprised or shocked that someone's calling them saying, hey, what can I help you out with this week? Because it's not the norm. They're not expecting it. Mm-hmm. But if you're consistent, you will see a difference. I'm not sure why you're not, I can't speak. I might have to talk to you because I can't figure out right now why you're not getting any notifications. Mm-hmm. But utilize the information you have and you reach out to them on a consistent basis and let them know you're available and what can I help you with? What can I take off your plate? That thing of you wanting to help them, it's not about you, makes a difference.
Great info. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I think she said she got one. I haven't received a lot of them either, but I received some. That was great. Yeah, really. And I wasn't really
just like I can go like this, and it's pages and pages and pages of notifications. And half that stuff I can't even do. And I'm just not understanding why other people don't get it. I get stuff at places I don't go to PG County.
I'm here.
Danielle. I should get on you right now because I've been talking to you for over about a year now. So if you got, but then I can't say anything. I just got my typical last week.
So, yeah, you did
2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna let that slide because I wasn't prepared. But
okay, so you know what? I mean, and here's the thing. Sometimes I'm just busy and don't have time because I was gonna say when these notifications come up, I can just like the quickest thing for me to do would be to text you, Pam, just like send it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you can put it out, for whom, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm busy myself. So I can't like think, oh, like who does PG or whatever. I can't do that. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. But if I'm able to, because I'm not like trying to exaggerate or anything like that, but literally sometimes I'm like this, scrolling through all the notifications I get that I can't take.
And that's a good thing. Congratulations, because I aspire to be that. So I do want to say, I did put out today a list, y'all, a sign up list because I was going to start it directly for the Maryland C.O.I.N people because I gave Deandra some stuff like so if I can't do general notary work, I will get it out to the group. So
Mhm.
I am going to have a whole list for us to pull for from in this area. So you
And
can
I
call me. We're
don't
going
do
to
general
talk
notary work.
about that. Well, general notary work, loan signing agent stuff, because some of them, a lot of them has passed now. When you first talked to
Right.
me, a lot of us were just, we were teaching
Yep.
ourselves the course.
Yep.
And so a
Right.
lot of them have actually passed now. So you have a great list of
Good.
people to work for. Danielle is in like Baltimore-ish area. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Derek, what area are you in? And the rest of us are probably in PG. And Marlene, I'm
Okay.
not sure what area she's in.
Okay.
So you have a great new list of people to work
That's
with. That's
awesome.
gonna be
We're
as far as
always looking
training,
for newbies. I
service.
love we love working with newbies. I feel like oftentimes I get quite often I get people that are wanting me to kind of do one-on-one mentorship, and I'm still not in a position
Yeah.
time-wise where I can do that. But my
Mhm.
way of doing it is I love newbies to take appointments for Charter Inc. because my schedulers can kind of mentor as well to a certain extent. But I love working with newbies because it gives me an opportunity to help them and coach them. And like I said, it's not just about my appointments, it's period, because you need to be a great signing agent, period, for no matter who it is. Doesn't matter who the signing service is. And I love doing that. So right now, that's the only way I can do it. I'm not in a position to do like, any other type of like one-on-one mentorship, but I do what I can and I share what I can. What was the other thing? So I shifted gears to calling every week or email.
Okay, Marlene. So till you figure that out,
Okay.
does Charter Inc. use Ron for your services?
We have started to get requests for Ron trained notaries.
Okay.
Do we have any on our preferred list at this moment? I think we only have 3.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
Because it's kind of hard to get some information from people who actually use Ron on a regular basis in Maryland, because they feel like it's not worth the money, because we
Right.
normally only charge 4, but I think you can make more money if you're using it for loan signing, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
So when you
ma'am.
get a chance, we want to hear more about that. Okay.
Okay. I need to know more about Ron myself. I'm not
Oh.
very well versed on Ron. I just know that
Okay.
a couple of title companies have started to ask us, do you have anyone that's Ron certified? And we actually only have 3 people.
Well, I'm one of them. I haven't utilized it yet, but I'm one.
Okay, well, now I have 4.
And I'm on I signed up with your company, so yeah.
Okay.
I think I put it on there too. That was Ron certified.
Okay. What else? I didn't write. I should have. I didn't write down on
Oh,
this.
no problem. So let's stop here. We said this is Maryland
Okay.
Coins Notary Show. If you're not part of the Maryland Coins Facebook group, join and also subscribe to our Maryland Coins Notary page. We would love to have you, right, Danielle?
Yes.
She's part of the Maryland Coins Facebook group, so if she can do it, you can do it as well. So everybody that's on here, please unmute. If you have some great questions for Danielle, this is a great time to ask. Derek is a newbie. He just got his license, passed his test last week. So Derek, yes, I'm calling on you. So is there anything you want to ask Danielle?
That was picking on me.
What'd you say, Derek?
So you always picking on me.
I love you. That's why I'm trying to tell you. If I don't talk to you, then no, I don't want to say that's kind of mean. But I'm mess with you because I love you, Derek. So did you have any questions of her as a new person who just passed her test?
Yeah, I have a question. I signed up for your for Charter Inc. I did see you had 2 RON platforms to connect with. One was Doc Verified, and the other one was Vasco. Or I forget how to pronounce it. Starts with a P.
Sario, you think it's called, or something like that. I think so. When you sign up, I think you have to check the box if you have that certification, so that we'll know when your profile is there. We'll know that you have that certification, or not just us, or anybody that's using signing order will know you have that training.
So is a certification you have to get for that platform?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you can go back to the website where you got your notary, Derek. That's where you start and you sign. It's free to sign up though, but you do have to pick a platform before you apply.
Yeah, I'm with Dark Verified, so wasn't sure if you could do 2 at a time, but okay, cool.
I think I put down 4. I wasn't sure either. But go ahead, Danielle. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was trying to think of, I lost my train of thought.
So, Danielle, do you have any questions? Because Danielle said, Danielle easily looks familiar.
That name looks familiar.
And so you can come on while she's gathering her thoughts and tell us why you're so familiar to her. I think I know.
Oh, my. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I do know that, hello. I'm not sure. However, I do know that I did through SnapDocs. I located, I believe your signing agency,
Okay.
and I did try to submit it. So it said that like I was already in the platform, I guess, because I'm connected with SnapDocs.
Okay.
So I was excited about that.
Good.
And so now myself, I'm actually looking towards becoming a remote online notary as well.
Okay.
So I guess one of the questions that I would have asked was, is there any specific, because I did reach out to the National Notary Association, and they advised me that if I get the certificate from them, that it's not compatible with DocVerify, DocuSign, different things like that. So I'm sort of having a time trying to figure out, is it something that's best that I should use, or if I should just go with trusted IdenTrust, or I don't know.
See, I'm like I said, I'm not well versed with Ron either, but it is my understanding, like you said, the NNA said, if you get it from them, they're not compatible with this, that, and the third. And certain lenders are only compatible with certain ones. And I feel like that's probably why there's not just some direct, it feels like it's like we have to search, try to figure out what's going on with this Ron thing. And I think because there's so many moving pieces and lenders have options as to which platform they're going to use. So that's probably why I also haven't dug too deep into it, because I'm like, how do I know which platform? Am I trying to get Ron certified for a specific platform? And if so, which one is the used one? And I honestly don't know. And no one else really seems to know that I'm aware of. That's like an ongoing thing on a lot of different forums and Facebook pages. People are trying to figure out this Ron thing, and nobody really has any concrete answers.
So how are we going to find out, Danielle? What's the game?
Let's find out, because the inquiring minds want to know.
I'll ask as many questions as I can. That's the way we get the best answer. Just ask a lot of questions. So
right.
I've been asking a little so far, and I'm not getting too far.
Yeah, see, and nobody's really getting far with it.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So Marlene, did you have a question, or were you just saying hi? Which one is it? Marlene, I see a hand raised.
I see a hand.
Okay.
Was she just saying hi?
I think she's just saying hi. So when she's ready, she'll tell us. Antoinette, you had a question, or you just saying hi yourself?
I guess I had more of a comment. For Maryland, it's my understanding that Ron expires today because the emergency order is
been lifted.
Ending today.
Okay.
Well,
didn't know that.
We're gonna dig in that one. Thank you for telling us. Look, if you can go find that on the Facebook, not the Facebook, on the website right now.
You can find. I'll send it to you. It was on the news, and it was also posted on Larry Hogan's
site.
Well, can you go get it real quick, the little link, and then post it into the chat room? If you can do that.
I'm on my phone, but I'll try to go find it real quick and send it.
That would be helpful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What else? Just so I guess another thing I wanted to say was sometimes, so ideally, most people want to be direct with title companies, because in being direct with a title company, you keep the entire fee. You're not sharing it with the signing service, which I'm pretty sure you all know that you're sharing the fee with the signing service. So the signing service is getting a portion of the fee to find the person, you guys, to send you out. But if you go direct, you get the whole fee. So if there's a title company that's paying $150 and you're direct with that title company, you get the whole $150. If they have to go through a signing service, you're not going to obviously get the whole 150 because the signing service has to make money too. And that's another thing too. So sometimes don't think that real talk, sometimes the signing service, just depending on the scenario, if it's an emergency, it was a headache. Sometimes the signing service, or at least occasionally us, we won't make any money. And it doesn't happen often, but a scenario where it might happen is we sent you on an appointment and it was just like a total disaster in every way, shape, or form. And it really didn't have anything to do with you. You got there, the people were 30 minutes late. It was like just so much going on. And this is just me personally. I feel like the right thing to do is to give that person more money. That's me. That's not going to be all signing services. But as a signing service owner, no matter who the signing service is, well, no, because they're all not created equal, but most signing services really do give as much as they can. It's not like we're getting boatloads of money from the title company. We're not. Like we're not. The smaller ones are not. The big signing services, they're getting $300. They're getting paid from these title companies. The big, like corporate size signing services. So let me say that they do have more money to give. So don't hesitate to, counter offer and things like that. I counter offer and get more money from those signing services too, because I know they have it to give. But if you're working with a smaller boutique mom and pop type signing service, we give as much as we can and still make some money ourselves. Like we don't have a lot of money. And I have no problem sharing that. There's no title company giving Charter Inc. $300 for an order. I wish that there was title companies giving us that. But for me, I would then give you guys more because that's just me. Like, I feel like that's the right thing to do. And when I get more, when Charter gets more, we do increase the person's fee. We've done that a couple of times. Like maybe somebody accepted something for $100 and something went on in the back end that you would never know anything about. And for whatever reason, we ended up getting more money. I do pass some of that on to the person, but that's just me. That's how I run my business. And as I stated earlier, all signing services are not created equal. There are some out there that really are just like, I don't understand how they think someone's gonna do something for like $45 or $50. I will say this though, when I first started, I took everything. I took the $50 appointments. I took the $60 appointments. I'm printing out, 200 pages twice. Like I did everything because I wanted to get the experience. I wanted to get my flow right at the table. And then, so my recommendation is you take these appointments, not a lot of them, but take those appointments so you can get comfortable and used to what you're doing. You'll get your flow at the table, because not taking an appointment when you're new, not taking an appointment because it's $60.
It's crazy.
It's an opportunity though. Like you haven't done anything yet, right? So just take the $60, see what it feels like. See how if you have your good flow at the table, how you're going to do your documents to get that experience and that level of comfort and confidence at the table. So take a couple of $60 ones, $70 ones. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not doing this and that for 60 and 70. Okay, that's fine. But if you've done nothing, you need to start somewhere. So just take a couple of those. I'm not saying do that for months. Take a couple of those and then give yourself a raise. So take the $60 one, take the $70 one. And then when they come around a month later, counter and say, okay, no, I'll do it for 80. Do a couple at 80. You got to kind of prove yourself too to these signing services that you're worth me giving you $100 or $125 or whatever they can give you. And it's got to start somewhere. They're not coming out the gate with, oh, let me give you $150. They don't know you. They don't even know if you're going to do a good job. You got to kind of earn that, right? Because you don't even know if you're going to do a good job because it's your first one, right? Never tell a signing service, well, I don't recommend that. I don't care because I like the newbies, but I don't recommend that you tell signing services that you're new and this is your first one. Because what that does is they're probably making a note in the background that you're new. So now they're going to offer you everything low because you're new. Second thing is they may say, oh, she's new, so we can't use her for these because she's new. Never tell them you're new. If somebody says, how long have you been doing this? This is my first year. Because it is. Like, that's the truth. It's your first year. It doesn't matter that you've never done an appointment. They don't need to know that.
Right.
So my whole point of saying all that was, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. I got like 18 things going on in my head.
Join the club.
I know, right? But yeah, just take the, I know you're gonna, social media, you're gonna hear a boatload of things. Why would you take a $60 appointment? Why would you take a $75 appointment? Like I said in the beginning, it's your business. You run it how you want to run it. My suggestion is, if you've never done even one appointment, just take the $60, just take the $75. Look at it as a paid internship. Because you're new. You don't know what you really don't know what you're doing until you do it, right? So look at it as a paid internship. Take a couple of $60 appointments, take a couple of $75 appointments. You've gotten your feet wet. You know what it really feels like to be at the table. Because if you've never done one, you have no idea what it feels like to be at the table. So just take those to get that part out. And then you can go ahead and say, well, no, I'm not taking that, or, counter offer for a higher amount of money. And as you build relationships with especially the big signing services, you'll get to a point where you are making almost sometimes it's the exact amount, what you would get direct. So I'll use myself as an example. I only work with Signature Closers, BankServe, Amrock, and Zone. All four of them I've been with for over a year, and I can easily get $150 from all four of them. But I've built my relationship with them. They know I'm worth the $150. They know they're not going to get it back with signatures missing and initials. Now, everybody can miss something from time to time. They know the quality of my work, right? So I get $150 from them all day long. That's why I work with those signing services. But some people say, oh, Amrock is only $90. But when I first started with Amrock, I think it was $80. I think it was $80. I think it was $90 total, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like $70 for the appointment, and they gave you a $20 print fee. I did those all day long for them. But now I can get $150 from them. I get $150 from Signature Closers, but it's not that out the gate. It was not like that for me out the gate. And I feel like it's not really smart to feel like you should get that out the gate, because you don't know what you're doing yet. You gotta show them the quality. Listen, there are so many horrible, I know firsthand, horrible signing agents out there. Horrible. They don't know that you're not one of them. So why would they give you $150 out the gate? You could be one of the horrible ones that they deal with all the time, that gives them headaches all the time. So just prove to them, no, I'm not that chick. I'm not that person. I'm professional. I'm on time. I know what I'm doing. I'm flexible, all of that. But you have to show it to them. They have to see your work. And I promise you, they're making note, in the back end where nobody, or you wouldn't see, they're making note of these things. They're like, oh, I sent D'Angela out on 3 appointments last month. She did an excellent job. Let me call her, or let me keep. So then when you counter and say you want 110, they're like, boom, okay. They don't even question it. They won't even question it. It really does work that way. But you have to build a relationship with them, and you have to show them the quality of your work and the way you do business. Oh, the other thing is, so when they reach out to you because you did miss something, just apologize and quickly get it corrected. Sometimes, only speaking of charter, we'll have someone that kind of wants to go back and forth with us about it. I'm like, you missed 2 signatures. What is there to go back and forth about? Like, you have to go fix that. And then sometimes they're like, want to be paid. You don't get paid to go fix your mistake. Like you miss something. We all do. I still miss, we're imperfect. So we're going to miss something from time to time. Oh man, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll get that. I'll go right out and get that fixed for you tomorrow or tonight or whatever the case. Be very quick to correct whatever your error was. Because you gotta get it fixed. You gotta get it fixed.
So Danielle, one of the things I put on my profile is I specialize in late night signing. So Marlene has a question. Do you offer that same, is that opportunity available to do evenings and weekends for your company?
Evenings, yes, all the time. we rarely get weekend appointments.
Mm.
We just had our first Sunday appointment this past Sunday. We just been in business this year. We did this our first time doing an appointment on a Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we don't, the reason, so smaller signing services, we have these, relationships with these local title companies. They don't like appointments on the weekends because nobody's available on the weekends. If somebody has a question or something goes to the left, nobody can be reached. So they try to keep their appointments all Monday through Friday, because if something happens at the table, the lender 9 times out of 10 is going to be available, title's going to be available. If there's a refi on a Saturday or Sunday and something goes to the left, there's nobody available. Now I'm speaking of smaller ones. There's nobody available. I've done, obviously, you guys probably have too, refis on Saturdays and things like that when I worked on Saturdays, but I don't have much weekend appointment. Evening work, yes, we get requests for evening often, but weekends we do not, at least not right now. So we're always growing though. Now I can bring on a title company or a lender that might have some weekend work for me, which is great. But right now we don't have a lot of weekend, but we do have evening.
Okay, and who was that? Someone else, I can't see her name. Michelle. So we heard signature closer, bank serve, Amrock, and what was the other one? You said Zone, Z-O-N-E?
XOME.
Oh Lord, I'm all over the place.
That's okay.
XOME. So I'll put it in the chat for you, everybody.
Oh my gosh, yes, I have a need for bilingual. I just opened up the chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I turned down a lot. This year we've turned down quite a few appointments because we don't have any. I have Virginia Spanish speaking. I don't have Maryland Spanish speaking.
Which will be Marlene if she stopped playing. So y'all don't ask the questions in the chat except for Marlene, because she can't answer them directly. So
Okay.
But if you have questions for Danielle, just ask her directly. Thank you for whoever put that in the chat. Because we're going to wrap up. I want to say thank you, Danielle Mills.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We're just going to wrap this up. We're going to stay for the after party if anybody has time. But we're going to close out this Maryland Coins Notary Show. Don't forget to subscribe and also be part of our Maryland Coins Facebook group. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye. Oh Lord, I will